yourself, bitch. Yeah.
What book has changed your life the most? What has impacted you the most?
I think it's one everyone's heard of, 48 Laws of Power. If you haven't read it, definitely read it.
Was that before or after
50 Cent?
that one?
Yeah, I think before.
It was before, and then
yeah.
50 did his version.
I mean, that book, I was reading it, I'm like, I felt like I didn't glean anything from it. As I kept going through life and I applied some, principles, I'm like, oh, wait, this is how life works. This is how life can work
Yeah.
if you were to apply some of these. And then, not using it on people, but kind of seeing through the lens of, okay, this law applies here. Oh, wow, if I do this, I can do that. And it's like kind of like a game theory almost, where like I see what's happening and then like, oh, I can plan my move like this if
Yeah.
I use this law, so to speak.
Yeah.
So there was a whole period where you're just like,
this is useless.
What is
What
this?
is this? Why did I read this for? And then I'm like, oh, wait, now I'm...
Isn't it fascinating when you perceive something at 18, read it at 25, and then at 30, it's a completely different
Completely,
book? Like
yeah.
The Alchemist, I read that at 18. I was like, this is amazing.
yours?
Which one?
Alchemist? Is
Oh,
that
no.
your-
Is that yours? That's
No.
not mine. No, I was just saying that's one of those books
Don't
where
jump the gun.
you like see it differently,
that
you know?
book, that book is special.
It is, and
It's a
I
good
think
one.
that's what it. I don't even think those words are like. I think they appear when you read it. You know, like
yeah,
it's a different
almost,
thing.
yeah.
My pick would be How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Ooh.
It just happened to be, in the same period where I got humbled and I was just like, I need to do things that are not what I used to do.
Yeah.
New things that are now surrounded by the new environment, like the idea of success and all that stuff. I was definitely ready for it at that point.
Yeah, to
and I was
receive
ready
that.
to just ready to receive it, and I was ready to just like live by it. I was like, this is gonna be the thing that pushes me, and it
So-
did. Similar to you, it's like, oh, this is how life works. It's more about like communication
Oh,
with other
yeah.
people and how to kind of navigate around the world socially. I probably should reread it, but I definitely do know that that one book was. Yeah, but no, special would be The Alchemist.
a
Alchemist
good one.
doesn't really kick you in the... Maybe it does.
Yeah.
Well, when you find out, instead of searching, it's in your own backyard. The gold is there while you're searching out there, and that's a metaphor for me. We all can interpret it differently, but happiness is really you. It's not. You're not gonna get it from you or that or that.
External,
It's
yeah.
actually in here. But yeah, my choice would be The Power of the Subconscious Mind. I think that book definitely changed my life in the sense of you're actually programming your own mind and how you feel and what happens in your life. If you're programmed onto fear and you keep believing that, you're feeding that into your subconscious, and that's what's actually producing your reality. But when you learn to change that to more faith or like more joyful things, you start to see your world a lot differently. You can actually become the programmer of your mind.
It's like a video game. You sprinkle...
That's a good way to look at it,
It
yeah.
really is.
what you want to
You
be
want
good at.
it.
Yeah.
And you watch it grow. And
Yeah. I always say, even we used to box, right? Like even with that, it's like a video game. Every time you do it, it's like a skill point goes up. And the more you do it, a year later, you're leaps and bounds from where you started.
amazing.
It's like a video game, dude.
Yeah.
You can do
Anybody-
anything.
Yeah.
There's different things that comes into play, but you can do anything in this world. Like when people say, oh, I can't, like you could be a good photographer. Use your camera every day.
Yeah.